All right, we are finally back with another Pokemon box, and this one is called Munikis 0, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really heard anybody say this name, and you know, don't make fun of people who only learned from reading. You know, that's a saying, right? But we're gonna go ahead and open this. I have to always remember with these new boxes that they have this pull tab that you have to get open first. So we'll open this. Pokemon doesn't have box toppers, which I've been opening stuff that has lately. We're gonna open these like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these up. You guys know that I usually end up shuffling them up by now, and I might just end up not putting that process in the video. As you can see, it gets very messy. And just as you saw there, it was very messy, so I'm going to go ahead and split these into a bunch of different, well, not a bunch of different, 2 different pack stacks. We'll go ahead and shift to opening these. These, I do not know any. The cards that are in these sets, I haven't been looking up because I've been a very busy person. I think they're one to the front still. So we'll go ahead and do that. We got Shaman. But I haven't been opening a lot of these packs and seeing a lot of this artwork. So we might go through it quickly. We might not. I'm going to try and see if I can recognize most of the Pokemon, to be completely honest. I have to remember one to the front. We have Tyrunt or something like that. Hippopotas. Spritzy, I think. Haunter. And then a Landorus holographic. Yeah, let's just make it a make fun of me kind of day as I'm going through these Pokemon cards. If I remember any of the Pokemon, some I will know the name of, but won't remember because it's in Japanese. I do not know that person's name. We got Snorlax. We got Surviper, I think. We got a Fossil, and we have Gengar again. So let's just see what we can get in this box. This is one of the newer boxes that have come out and I haven't opened, haven't seen anybody open. So let's just see what we have inside. Another trainer. We got some keys. We got a Wrestler Man, a Bug, and a Decidueye EX. Watching the channel, anything that is not anything that is an EX will not get sleeved, but I will price anything that is over $1 that is holographic. So you'll see those as they come up. We got Turtonator, Barnacle, something. We got Ghastly, Salazzle, and Luxray holographic. Have not been playing the new games. I did get Pokemon ZA. Have not played it too much, but I will be going to Japan sometime in the next couple of months, and maybe I'll bring that along to play on the plane, and then try and see what I can buy while I'm in Japan. Unfortunately, I don't have enough followers to justify me trying to vlog that experience. We got a Drapion full art. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that up because I know it's going to be at least over $1. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's a Drapion. It's pretty nice. But I feel like that would only be justifiable for spending the extra time vlogging everything and making sure that I film things in a specific way and, you know, say everything that I need to say before we go into shops and everything. I'm just going to go in and have a good time, and then if I end up getting something from here, then maybe I will do that type of thing if I go over to random places. Like, I can imagine the same thing with Korea. People probably don't do that as much, but if Korea is becoming a more popular language to have Pokemon cards in, maybe they'll start doing the same thing over there, but Japan seems to be the actual thing. We got a Seal. Haven't seen a card for those in a while. Tyrunt, I believe his name is, and this is going to do it for the main pull of the box. Usually whenever I would open these in the past, anything that you got from a full art in a Japanese box means that that is going to be it. Full art trainer, full art Pokemon, that means you are probably not getting that SIR in the box. So I haven't seen any of the cards that are in SIR, but this probably means that I'm probably not in the first place anyway. So I guess I'll have to look it up or buy another box. Kind of what I like about the English versus the Japanese. The Japanese, you kind of know what you're going to get. And that also is the double-edged sword, just like with the English, you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get with the English, which means you're going to spend $200 to $250 per box. And you could get absolutely nothing to cards that total up to $50 over the entire box. And then you buy one of these, and you could get one guaranteed pull, which takes a full art slot, and then you get a full art instead of the SR. And one of those situations comes back to mind with my little brother opening EV Heroes and getting a full art Espeon rather than any of the SIR Evolution cards that were in there that were gigantically priced and are more so even than now. We got the Skarmory EX. Is that Skarmory or is that Mega? No, that's Mega Skarmory. So he's that different color. I don't know if it's shiny or not, but it is Mega. Move on to the next pack. Like I said, I'm not going to be really looking for anything. I might just start doing what some people do, and whenever they haven't seen the card, just kind of say what the card is doing. Hippopotas, I think. Probopass. Snivy in a forest. We got the Dene looking worried. And we got a Dugong holographic. I really like this card. I really like this Pokemon Dugong. I'm surprised that didn't get some type of Mega Evolution or something like that. Definitely is overdue for one. OG that hasn't had a lot of love in the past. One to the front there. We got Barbarical, I think, given a chop. We got a Fossil in the snow. We got a bird with fire. Snivy in the forest again. Why don't you get out of there? We got a holographic energy. I just don't know why they have the guaranteed one slot. They need to change it up with everything that they're doing. Make it to where, oh, if I get a full art, I'm not just automatically black-pilled or thinking that the box is going to be bad in some way. Because that kind of puts a damper on it. If I'm going to be, if I don't shuffle and I get it in the beginning of the box, then I'm like, oh, well, this box is done. And it would be more beneficial if I had more money so that I can have more boxes inside of these videos. That way, if I don't pull something, I can add more. Esper. Hey, so we don't have a full art, but if that wasn't the full art, then this definitely would be the full art that ends up taking a slot of that. These are usually pretty good, but you want the female characters a lot of the times, because the female characters are going to be the ones that are a lot, and this isn't even the SIR, this is just the regular full art. So we'll see how much this is in post. But this is kind of what dragged me to not doing just Pokemon and starting to branch out to do other things. Yu-Gi-Oh! With that Limit Over collection box kind of driving the point that other card games can do this, and you can just go to those other ones, but a lot of the times Pokemon just has their way with things, and they're not going to change for anybody because that's just how they roll. I just want them to change up how they do things with, let's not just guarantee one hit per box and that box being, or in that hit being a full art. Full arts aren't worth enough, but I guess that's kind of what makes the drive home the price of why people want to buy them or not, because you have the possibility to get something on the very high end and something on the very low end. So we got an Esper and a Dinosaur. On to the next in left side. I don't remember some of these names, and that last Pokemon can show you that. But I'm still able to call him a dinosaur. We have a woman. We have a bug. We have a dog. We have a cat lynx thing, and we have a fairy thing. I'm just going to keep moving along. See what else we can pull. We haven't pulled any of the cards like Drapion, so maybe those are going to be peppering the last part of the box here. We have Spinarak. We have Rattata, and we have Raticate evolving in the back. So, at least I know that there's other cards to have left. The full art kind of taking up everything that I'm actually looking for. We have a Fleiswater. We have Swords. We have a Nose Pass. We have a Bug. And then there's another one. Also evolving into, I think this one's Sputa. But this one kind of sitting on a park bench. These I do like because they have like that kind of different variable art that they have for them. They're not textured, which I think would make them better, but I think that's kind of the point. Well, that's nice to see. I think we might see one or two more of those before the end of the box, but we're not going to see anything crazy, I know that, unless we get God Packs. I don't think they are in this set, though. We got Esper. I don't remember his name. Dedenne, and then Lumiose. I think Lumiose Tower. Obviously, this being from ZA and this being on Lumiose City, I think it is Lumiose Tower. But I would have to double check, or if somebody could comment, they would correct me. We have Luxio, Doublade, I forget his name right off the top of my head, Probopass, and Superior. Some Pokemon I know, and I know that some of you know this feeling to where you are kind of put on the spot. You know the Pokemon, but you blank on the name at the moment. That's kind of what I do whenever I forget Pokemon's names in this scenario. We have Diggersby, Clefairy, Sphinx running through a town. I think that's a Hippopotas. And then I do not remember her name, but she's in town as well. We have a few packs left. Let's see what else we can get in the box here. One to the front. We have sword, something, Staryu, and then Mega Zygarde EX. See, I know Zygarde's on the pack here. Forgot his name, even though I know it. Mega Zygarde. It's just so funny how that works. Alright, one to the front. We got a little Light Beam. We got Nose Pass. We got Bunnelby. We got a Fossil. Then we have Esper. That's one of those full art rare things. Not full art textured, but full art, I guess, art rare. Full art rare. That might be the last one. Who knows? I don't know how many pulls are slated to be in these boxes anymore. I don't know what the rate is. It's not skip over anything. Staryu. We got Mawile in the city. We got the dinosaur, the Bronchiosaurus in the tundra. I feel like I do know that one's name, but that one just escaped me. I'm not even going to try on that one. I think I remember the pre-evolution's name as well, too, but I'm blanking on it right now as well. One to the front. We have a Climber. We have Ariados. We have Fletchling, I think his name is, Mawile. And then that same Bronchiosaurus in the tundra. See if there are any... I think there is hope to have one more of those art rares in the box. I just don't see that being a possibility. My luck is usually bad, so I just kind of go with that's the case and, you know, hope for the best, plan for the worst kind of thing. We have this Butterfly. We have this Pokemon, Rattata, Salazzle, I think, and then a Meowth EX, just a Meowth, not a Mega Meowth. 3 left, so we're only 1 until we get down into the 2-pack roundup. Let's see what is in the last couple of packs. If something comes in here, I'm guessing that there's not going to be anything in the last 2. Aegislash, I think that one was. Snivy in the forest. Bunnelby in front of a... I think that's the professor's place from the game. Nothing in this one. Spritzy's. Aramoran, or whatever his name is. Spritzy's evolution. Alright, 2 packs left. Last 2 boxes. Opening nothing in the last 2 packs of the boxes. So let's try and see if we can make this the case. Most of them, if they are going to be in the last 2 packs, will be in the left side. So I'm going to be shooting for that right side again. See if we can manifest it. See if we can put more for the right side. I think if I'm counting right, there is about 5 of the last 15. 7 of them being 5 of the last 15 being left, 7 being NA, and then the rest being right. So let's see if we can make the right side a little bit more. To try and catch up with the others. Nothing in the left side on this one, with Turtonator on the back. Now for the last pack of the box, see if we can manifest an art rare. I've recorded the last 3 videos in one session here, and there hasn't been any last pack magic in the last 2 packs of these boxes, so let's see if we can manifest in the last pack magic of these boxes. So let's see what we got here. Nope, just a regular holographic, which I guess is not guaranteed in everyone, so we can kind of take that, but it's a psychic holographic on the back. So with that being said, we are going to be looking at the next video being somewhere in the One Piece range. English booster box looks like, so it's going to be a little bit more of a longer video in comparison to some of the other One Piece videos we do. But with that being said, we'll see you in the next video for if you just like Pokemon or if you like any of the other ones. Either way, we'll see you in the next Pokemon or other one. All right, see ya.